Good evening and welcome to the Player of the Year Awards 2018. Now, obviously, what you'd expect, MUTV are live on the red carpet where very shortly the players, the coaching staff and a whole host of A-list celebrities will be making their way into the Manchester suite here at Old Trafford. Now, for the first time ever this year, not only are we bringing the red carpet to your live TV screens, but also to YouTube Live. So welcome to everybody that's joining us on there this evening.
Yeah, we have a fantastic evening for you here at the Theatre of Dreams. The Player of the Year Awards is when you know the season is reaching its end. But what a season it has been for Manchester United. We've had some amazing goals, some dramatic comebacks, fantastic saves, and we've of course got the FA Cup final to look forward to later this month as the season reaches its dramatic climax. There's never a dull moment in the history, in the story of Manchester United.
Our group is fantastic. Our group respects the history of the club and knows the responsibility to play for the club. We can promise that we give everything.
Yeah, if that doesn't get you ready for what's in store this evening, I don't know what will. Well, we're joined here on the red carpet by Mr. Danny Webber to cast his expert eye over who he thinks might win. But before we speak about that, Danny, you've not been to one of these before, so what kind of evening are you expecting?
I'm expecting a lot of glitz and glam and celebrating the hard work that everybody's put in over the season. You know, you can see people arriving in the background, everybody's excited. So from my point of view, I can see it being a good evening.
So go on then, Danny. Who's your top contenders for the Sir Matt Busby Player of the Year Award?
Player of the Year, I think, you know, you have to look down the spine of the team. I think De Gea, immaculate. You know, he has been for years, but this season again has been consistent. Jesse Lingard, for me, is a contender. He's been consistent, his best season so far. Matic has come in and been solid, and then you know look at Lukaku as well, who's put in a shift and got his goals. So, you know, I look through the spine of the team.
It's interesting you saying that as well, because when I was speaking to some of the fans actually at the last game that we had, there were so many of them names that were mentioned. It wasn't necessarily just one that they were mentioning all the time. You've got obviously Lingard in there, and he's come on so much since December. So
he's come on a lot. He owns his position now. Sometimes it takes you a little bit of time to come into the team, but now he just, you know, to sort of get consistency. Now he's got his consistency. He scored some really important goals. He's put in some top performances, and you know, as you say, there's a number of people that could be Player of the Season.
Does it matter to the players who wins this kind of award? I know you all crave team honours. Winning trophies with your team is paramount, but do individual awards matter, particularly, for example, the Players' Player of the Year?
I think most would say no, but in reality they secretly want to win. I think that's it. So, you know, when it's being the contenders are being named, it's, you know, you kind of want to win, but Players' Player is the one. I think because you know the recognition you get from your fellow teammates is key, and they see what you're doing day in, day out.
Yeah.
Well, the night's only just beginning here at Old Trafford, and if you've never watched the Player of the Year Awards before, here's what's going to happen next.
After an entire year of hard work, there's nothing better than a night dedicated to celebration. The film industry has the Oscars, music has the Grammys, and Manchester United have their annual Player of the Year Awards here at Old Trafford. We begin with the Jimmy Murphy Youth Team Player of the Year Award. A solid silver plate given to the standout under-18s performer.
The winner is Angel Gomez.
And an opportunity for one individual to join an impressive list of previous graduates. Football is of course all about goals. There were some impressive strikes this season from all areas of the field, but which one caught your eye? You've been voting from our shortlist of 10, and we'll find out which one came out on top later this evening. It's not just the fans that have their say on these awards. The first team squad each have to cast their vote for the Players' Player of the Year. Antonio Valencia scooped last year's silver accolade, but who has impressed their peers this time around? We then move on to the prestigious Denzel Haroun Reserve Team Player of the Year award that celebrates the stars of the future from our under-23 side.
Axel Twins Abbey.
Which of our 3 final candidates will walk away with the prize tonight? And finally, which player took the centre stage for you this season? The iconic Sir Matt Busby Player of the Year is voted for by the fans.
Lingard, unbelievable.
It's David De Gea, he's been very crucial for us this year in goal.
For me, it's got to be Ashley Young.
Lukaku, definitely.
Ander Herrera finally put an end to David De Gea's dominance in this category last year. But could our number 1 be the number 1 again tonight? We shall find out later.
Yeah, we cannot wait to find out who has won the awards here this evening. Of course, here on the red carpet, it's just the starter before the main course, which takes place inside the Manchester Suite here at the Theatre of Dreams. And presenter Andy Goldstein has sneaked past the bouncers to take a sneak peek.
Thanks very much, guys. Yes, of course, this is the floor where all the action happens, and when you walk in, be it player, manager, playing staff, first thing you do is take your coat off and you meet these guys. How are you?
I'm all right.
Now, last year when we did this, there was only one of you. Now that we've doubled up, there's 2 of you. I imagine a lot more coats are coming your way.
Yeah, a lot of coats coming.
Okay. Are you excited about it?
No.
That's what I like to see. People that are just calm, cool and relaxed and badly prepped. My fault. Come this way because we're going to have a great night, actually, because not are we just going to be in the main room where all the awards are going to be given out, but we'll be here. So when they're having their dinner, you'll be with us. We'll get loads of guests on our couch. Let me show you around. So over here is the champagne bar. Now, last year when I did this, someone very kindly gave me some champagne. This is all I've got, an empty glass. Because we, of course, are professionals. Over here are humans. All right, girls, wave, because you're live. Hi. They're great, aren't they? Come this way as well. Lots of big names here, of course, lots of famous footballers, and Jose, and other people, which is why we've got top security. Hi, lads, you all right? You good? Brilliant. OK, excellent stuff. They're not legally allowed to talk to us, because then their mind's not on the job. All right, come around here. This is the studio. This is where we'll be tonight. It'll be me, it'll be Helen. We'll have Maisie. We've got Gary Pallister. We've got Wes Brown with us. Here's proof that the cameras work. There's 1. There's 2. See, everything was working. This is weird because usually, there you go. That one didn't really work. We've got, come back to this one. We've got, these are all the awards that, they're still there. Oh my goodness. Can we have a look in here? Hold on, let's turn around here. Let's open it up. Awards. If they're still there at the end of the night, they are coming home with me. You come with me, come this way. It's going to be a great night. We're on here for about 3 hours. It's going to be fantastic. Over here, when whoever has won Young Player of the Year, Goal of the Season, Players Player of the Year and all that sort of stuff, they'll have their picture taken over by this wall. As you would imagine, there'll be a picture with the player and his trophy. Like that, that's the picture, of course, you'll see in the... Well, it won't be the programme on Friday, that's at Brighton, but the next home game, of course. Over here is, some amazing AstroTurf. This was grown 2.5 months ago. It's the finest... It's rubbish, useless. But the most important thing is that this leads into the main hall where the gorgeous Helen Evans is waiting to take you through what should be a wonderful evening. Hell's all yours.
Thank you. Welcome to the room. Do you want to have a little look at it there before we go up onto this lovely stage? Isn't it lovely? Just fitting for football royalty. Come a little walk up on the stage with me. Helen Skelton and Dan Walker, of course, will be on this stage a little later on and presenting the awards. So if we come along here at the end of the stage, in the middle, the end of this little walkway, the trophies, Stuart will be talking to you a little bit more about those later on in the show, so I will leave that to him. Isn't this room lovely? Black and red, very fitting. Come down here. I'll tell you who's got a good seat. Jose, there we go. Jose will be sitting right here. And I'm not sure whether Jose and his staff will be having a little go on the glow sticks. We'll have a little look later. I was looking for the players. I think we're on this table here. Chris Smalling here, Phil Jones. Oh, we've got them all. Lots of players here tonight. It's going to be filling up really quickly. Do you know what as well? There's been so many good goals scored this season. Let's have a little reminder of the top 10 goals for the award tonight.
Valencia, oh my word! What a hit! An unbelievable strike! Valencia, as casual as you like, first time, blasts it into the top corner at the Stretford end. Pick that one out!
Young runs up to it, hits it over the wall, top corner! Top quality! Ashley Young with 2 goals in the game, and Manchester United have breathing space, and what a way to seal it!
Well, take a bow, Ashley Young, what a fantastic free kick.
Can United pick off Watford on the counter? Lingard, still going, great run, Lingard! Oh, what a goal! And that will finally extinguish Watford. Magnificent individual effort from Jesse Lingard.
Absolute different class, Jesse Lingard.
Mata to the right, it's Mata, and it's brilliant! Juan Mata scores for Manchester United, his second of the game, and that was perfection! A brilliant free kick from Juan Mata.
Fantastic finish by Mata, who's got a wonderful left foot.
Young with a crossing low towards the near post. Lingard! It's there! He scores in front of the Stretford end. Lingard has pulled the goal back. United are back in the game.
Little flick, brilliantly done. It's a wonderful finish from Jesse Lingard.
Pogba on his right foot, pulls it back to Martial. Martial goes for goal and scores brilliantly. Everton 0, United 1. It's a cracking goal.
What a ball. First touch and a curve, no chance for Pickford. Fantastic goal.
As Lukaku bursts forward into the area, Lukaku, strong play onto his right foot, Lukaku! Oh, it's the perfect start. Pace, power, and the finish. Romelu Lukaku, and the Reds off to a flyer here, 1-0.
What a terrific goal that is from the striker. What a terrific goal.
Matic has to go! Oh, what a goal! Incredible strike! His first goal for Manchester United. He'll never get a better one.
What did I say, Stuart? We were going to get another chance. I didn't think he was going to be as emphatic as that.
Here's Rashford, left-hand side of the penalty area. Onto his right foot, Rashford goes for goal! And the local boy strikes first with an absolute cracker in the derby.
That is absolutely fantastic. Fantastic play for Marcus Rashford. Nothing more than he deserves for the quality he's shown. Smalling coming in! Extraordinary! Chris Smalling for Manchester United. This is one of the derby classics.
I can't believe it, Stuart. I can't believe it for a team that was down and out at 2-0. They've come back from the dead. Absolutely fantastic.
Some amazing goals to choose from there. It has been a wonderful season in terms of some of the spectacular strikes we have seen. We'll get some of the thoughts of Danny in a minute on his choice for goal of the season, but let me introduce you to Dave Scott, aka Our Kid, whose poem will actually launch this evening as part of the review of the season. You penned that poem to accompany the football, and it must be a fantastic feeling to know that everyone will be watching you kick off this evening.
Yeah, definitely. It's a real privilege, but it's also nerve-wracking because obviously you're talking about the players, and obviously had quite a lot of highs this season as well, so I didn't concentrate on the low side of it. But yeah, it's a real honour. Looking forward to how everyone receives it.
Yeah, we can't wait to see that, sure, Soph.
And Dave, obviously I know you're a season ticket holder, you attend every match. I mean, from a fan's point of view, can you sum up the season for us?
I think the season will be summed up on May the 19th, the FA Cup final, to be honest.
Yes.
But, it's been amazing. We had a bit of a dip mid-season, but after that, the team come back stronger than ever, I think. You've got the likes of Lukaku and everyone who's really dug in and moved on forward, so yeah.
And Dave, who's your fan? Well, who's going to be your player of the season?
My player of the season is Lukaku. I know a lot of people are saying De Gea, but De Gea sort of giving himself such a high level season upon season upon season. But Lukaku's debut season, and he's sort of grafted a hell of a lot, hasn't he, since he's come in. He had that little dip over Christmas, but since then he's sort of really, and it's his work off the ball as well, which is really I find really impressive. He doesn't get the credit that he deserves, I find, in the public. So for me, Lukaku, then De Gea is a second. Yourself?
Yeah, good shout, I think.
Myself, flipping heck. He put me on the spot there. to be honest, I think Jesse Lingard, for me, he's really stepped to the forefront. I think David De Gea, he's been that good, you almost don't mention him. So David De Gea, he's been immaculate, but Jesse, just because he stepped to the forefront and owned it really, and come up with some top goals.
But some of the saves again De Gea's made. I mean, the one against City and the 3-2 win at the Etihad, the one in Spain against Sevilla, amazing. Some people say this is his best season yet, and that's some statement given how well he's been for us.
Yeah, it's he just gets better and better, and I think he'll probably go down as United's greatest ever goalkeeper, as well as the world's greatest ever goalkeeper, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, it's just improves year on year, and we're very lucky to have him.
Will be going to the FA Cup final?
If I can get a ticket, I will be.
Hint, hint. Come on, get this man a ticket for the FA Cup final. But Chelsea will be a tough game, won't it, in the FA Cup final? A good team. They've got quality all over that pitch, particularly the likes of Hazard on a big open space like the Wembley pitch will be a threat.
Yeah, it won't be an easy game, but it'd be like Jose going to get back against Chelsea, Lukaku going back against Chelsea, Matic as well. There's a lot of story there. But I'm pretty confident that we'll go down there and be a 2-0, 3-0 win.
We'll take that, Dave. Thanks for joining us and enjoy your evening. Okay, should be a real fantastic one for you and for everybody here at the Theatre of Dreams. Okay, one man who sadly isn't here is the iconic Swede Zlatan Ibrahimovic. But the evening wouldn't be complete without a message from the superstar Swede.
Hi guys, I hope you're doing good. I see you're doing well. You made it to the final, which I like a lot, even if I'm not there. And here everything is okay. I enjoy the sun every day, and I think you guys also enjoy your weather. And I want to say to all the fans, I miss you. I miss playing at Old Trafford, seeing all the red shirts. I had great memories from there. I want to thank everybody for the push, for the energy, for the adrenaline you gave me. I want to thank my teammates also, because you have been fantastic. And you made it easy for me, especially the first year, even second from another point of view. And coach, I miss you also. You're doing well. You know what you need to do to win, so there is no secret behind it. And hope you win the final. Hope the mentality continues from the last year, and yeah, just want to make sure that everything is all right and good. But I can see it, so I'm not worried. And player of the year, I would say David De Gea. Even if a goalkeeper shouldn't get the player of the year, but he has done a fantastic year like all the other years, and he continues that high level of performance. So that is my vote. So please keep going, take care, and I wait for you guys in LA for the preparation. All the best. Peace and love.
Yeah, Zlatan will be missed though, won't he? He was the top player. And
yeah, I was going to say one of my favourite lines, actually, Zlatan said at the beginning of the season. I think he said, what was it? He said, I've never left, I just upgraded my number when he changed his shirt. I thought that was brilliant, just shows what he's like.
Zlatan.
Obviously, just mentioned about his contributions here at United.
I think he's been a massive, massive player, and you'll only see it in, now he's gone. He's been part of United's transition. When Jose came in and he was trying to rebuild the squad, he needed characters. He needed people who could step forward and, own the Man United shirt. And from the moment he came in, he did that. And he's helped other players around him to realise what it means to wear a Man United shirt, but also do it very well. So, from my point of view, he's come in and he's done very well.
Sorry, I've just seen Wes Brown. He just snuck in.
We've got another former Red with us now. We got Wesley Brown here on the red carpet. Wes, tell us what you're up to this evening.
Yeah, I've just come to check it out. Been invited, come down and see the boys. It's going to be a great night. So, I've been asked to get involved and I'm really looking forward to it.
Always great to see you back, Wes. And remind our viewers who are watching both on MUTV and on YouTube what you've been up to.
I've been still playing in India. It's a little bit different, but it's good to still be playing at my age, so I really enjoyed it.
Still a young man, Wes, don't lie to us.
What you saying?
And obviously there's some great candidates for the Player of the Year award. Who would you give it to?
100% David De Gea. I think he's been brilliant again this year. I mean, some of the saves he's made have been tremendous, and I think he's by far, the #1 keeper in the world, and he's kept us in so many games this year.
We just heard from Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Wes. How much would you have loved to have shared a dressing room with him?
Oh, it would have been good. I mean, I've played against him a few times, and he's very tough to play against. So while he was here, I know the lads loved him, and he was a great representative of the club.
Certainly was a fantastic character and a pleasure to interview and things. Well, handled the media brilliantly. There are many stories to the evening as well. Your good friend and teammate Michael Carrick is retiring from playing at the end of the season to join the coaching staff. A word on him?
Yeah, I've just managed to say hello to him there. I mean, he's been great for the club over the years. I mean, he's such a good player. He's shown that with the trophies he's won, and it's brilliant now that, he's decided, it's not brilliant, but he's decided to take a step in a different direction by doing the coaching, but he's been tremendous for the club and he deserves every respect that he gets.
It'll be a big success, won't he? I mean, you know Michael as well, Danny. He'll be fantastic as a coach as well as he was as a player.
Yeah, I think speaking to Scott McTominay a little while ago, he said the value of the information that he gives him and the extra work that he does for him and everything. So, the knowledge that he'll pass down to the younger players will be immense. He'll be a big addition to the coaching team.
Certainly will. OK, as well as new faces on the pitch, we've got a new face on MUTV as well, as Statman Dave has given us his unusual twist on the statistics before each game. He's also had a look back on the season.
Hi guys, I'm Statman Dave and it's been a pleasure appearing on MUTV this season. They must have liked me because they brought me back to do this VT. Here is my alternative roundup of the season using, you guessed it, stats.
Martial, Lingard! Oh, that's magnificent! Lingard winning the ball high up the field, and United's tactics working to perfection.
Millie rocking at the Emirates, scoring goals for fun. It's been Jesse Lingard's breakthrough season. Not only has he had massive impact in the bigger games, but he's found consistency. Lingard has been directly involved in 20 goals this season, one more than he's managed in his entire United career combined.
Firmino twisting, turning, drills it across the face of goal. Oh, De Gea, brilliant.
Lacazette, left foot, what a save from De Gea! Oh, my word, a world-class double save.
Everywhere you go, always take De Gea with you. Another perfect season for David De Gea. I haven't even been able to count how many wonder saves he's made this season. David De Gea leads the Premier League with clean sheets, is ranked number 4 for saves, but has the best save percentage. David De Gea, that is all. Smalling, Chris Smalling of MUFC. Mike has been in great form this season and scored some massive goals, including the winner in the derby.
Smalling coming in! Extraordinary! Chris Smalling, this is one of the derby classics.
In 2018, Chris Smalling has scored more goals than any other Premier League centre-back. Ole, ole, Ander Herrera. Ole, 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 ola. Herrera seems to come up clutch when it really matters.
Oh, what a great strike! Magnificent from Ander Herrera. He's thrashed it home, and Manchester United have come from behind to lead at Wembley.
Drinks Estrella by the cast. He's not Spanish, he is Basque. Ole, 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 ola. It's not only about his dance moves or sick haircuts this season for Pogba, he's been doing it on the pitch. Pogba has scored 5 goals and registered 10 assists in the Premier League, averaging an assist every 188 minutes, the best record of any Premier League midfielder.
Tries to create a little bit of space. Oh, brilliant footwork. Clips a nice ball in. There's the header from Martial. And there's the class of Paul Pogba. He created the space brilliantly. The cross was perfect. Martial leapt. 1-1.
Romelu Lukaku. The number 9 shirt at Manchester United has had great significance. Tommy Taylor, Bobby Charlton, Brian McClare, Andy Cole and Zlatan Ibrahimovic have all graced the Old Trafford pitch wearing the number 9 in the famous red. Lukaku has had a massive impact this season, 27 goals in all competitions, more than he's ever managed in a single season in club football.
Lukaku, brilliant! Oh, what a goal. End to end, and Romelu Lukaku, that's his record goal-scoring tally for a season.
And finally, the best young player in England, Marcus Rashford. He loves a goal in a big game, having scored already in his career in the Premier League against Arsenal, Chelsea and Manchester City. And now it was Liverpool's turn.
Now Rashford, a little bit of space. Rashford, still Rashford! Electrifying goal! Marcus Rashford, he knows exactly what this game means. Rashford scores, United ahead.
So listen close, it must be said, at Manchester, Rashford is red.
And that was filmed last week, just before the Arsenal game. Now, obviously, it's not just me who's new to MUTV. I have David O'Brien, also known as Statman Dave, with me now. Sum up, obviously, the season so far for you.
I think it's been incredible. It's been incredible to work for MUTV. It's always a dream. When I got the email, it was incredible. I was just so happy that day. And again, you know, enjoying myself, doing stuff like that. That was so much fun. It was raining. It was horrible weather, but, you know, it was just a lot of fun.
And it's your first Player of the Year awards. What are you expecting from tonight?
It's going to be exciting again. It's sort of like, you know, seeing the players up close. It's just great to be a fan of Man United and enjoyable sort of evening this will be.
And what about winners?
I think it's going to be David De Gea. I think you can't look past him.
Everyone's saying
it's got to be De Gea. He's been outstanding again, hasn't he? But it's also been a good season off the pitch for United. We've launched our YouTube channel. Of course, you shot to prominence on YouTube. That's how you first perfected your craft, should we say. But it's a great thing that Manchester United is on YouTube now. Long overdue as well.
Yeah, it's massive. It's exciting for myself. It's exciting for all the creators around Manchester United because it brings a new audience to the platform. And again, for me, that's where I want to go. I want to be as big as I can on YouTube, work with everyone. And that's an exciting sort of time and environment.
Danny, you love a bit of social media as well. You're well into Twitter and Instagram and things. But it's the modern way, isn't it, that events like these and football matches and getting closer to the players to be able to interact on social media.
Yeah, I think it brings everybody closer. It brings, you know, the fans who can't be here, can't come to something like this. It brings them closer. They can sit at home or be, you know, wherever they are on the phones and be a part of tonight. So there's, you know, it plays a big part going forward.
Yeah, it certainly has been a really good season off and on the pitch for Manchester United. So.
Yeah, now we're going to actually go into the main room now because obviously tonight is about the awards and Stuart Gardner is amongst the silverware.
5 awards up for grabs up here on the main stage in the Manchester Suite at Old Trafford. Helen Skelton, Dan Walker are going to start here around 7:45 and bring the first team squad up on stage, and that really, if you like, sparks the start of the evening. 5 awards up for grabs. The first one up for grabs is the Denzel Haroun Reserve Player of the Year, which was won by Axel Tuanzebe a year ago. Demi Mitchell, Ethan Hamilton, Kieran O'Hara are the 3 players who have an opportunity to win that Denzel Haroun Reserve Player of the Year award tonight. Then the second award is one that you've been voting for on manunited.com. Now, remember, there were 10 shortlisted goals for goal of the season, and that is this glass ball, which you might remember was won by Henrik Mkhitaryan for the scorpion kick a year ago. Who got your vote this time around? Going to be interesting to see. There were some belting goals, but fascinating to see who won that one. The third award is going to be the Players' Player of the Year. So the players have had a chance to vote. In many ways, perhaps the most interesting. Who have they voted for as the best teammate? Players' Player of the Year is Antonio Valencia, who won it a year ago. Then the fourth award, the Jimmy Murphy Youth Team Player of the Year. And that was won last year by Angel Gomez. The under-18s have had such a great season. Heath Chong, James Garner, Leo Connor, the 3 players with an opportunity to win that award. Of course, the Youth Team Award has been so famous over the years at Manchester United. And then the evening ends with, of course, the most famous of the awards, the Sir Matt Busby Player of the Year Awards. It was Ander Herrera who won it a year ago. David De Gea won it 3 times, and he's amongst the big favourites to win it tonight. That's going to be the final award. It's going to be fascinating to see whether the Spanish goalkeeper gets his hands on it tonight. So those are the 5 awards. Let's just take you through the timings this evening. Around 8:10 is the Denzel Haroun Reserve Team Player of the Year Award, and then the Goal of the Season Award. Then there's a little break in the room before roughly 9:25, the Players Player of the Season Award. And then to round off the evening, at around 10:15, the Jimmy Murphy Young Player of the Year Award, followed by, of course, the main award, the Sir Matt Busby Player of the Year Awards. And you'll see them all live on MUTV tonight here in the Manchester Suite. I wonder who's going to pick up some of these trophies. Who did you vote for? See if you were successful as the night pans out. We're looking forward to it. 5 awards overall up for grabs.
Yeah, great stuff. Thanks very much, Stuart, and we'll check in on him throughout the evening. But Sophie, it does look like it's going to be a wonderful evening.
It does, yeah. I mean, I've actually got a question as well, Danny, because I want to know this. Now, from a player's perspective, the Players Player of the Year Award, what a mouthful. Obviously, how do you vote? Is it different? Because obviously you're going to look for things different compared to a fan. It's your teammates, it's your peers. Is it, you know, someone who's improved, or how do you actually vote?
You just vote for your mate. That's it.
You can't do that.
No. Is it one of them? You vote for me, I'll vote for you. Yeah. That's how it goes. At least you got
like
one
high
vote.
School, isn't it?
No, seriously, I think it's, you know, you're in the trenches with these guys for 10 months of the season.
Yeah.
And you easily identify, you know, there's different traits that people have that aid you during your season. Whether that's in the training ground, you know, there's leaders that probably aren't vocal but may lead in the training ground, and for me, if I was a striker, it would be another striker or somebody who's around me that I would have learnt from.
Someone's giving you all the assists.
Somebody giving you the assists and a bit of advice.
So you got a bit of glory from it, yeah.
But it's like a different level of respect, because you see what goes on at the training ground every single day. You know, it's not just based on performance on a Saturday afternoon. So for me, it's, you know, it's a little bit deeper.
So if someone like Nemanja Matic has got a shout in that, for example, because of all the work he does off the ball for his teammates, for the shift he puts in, game out. Yeah, he doesn't really grab all the headlines.
Yeah, definitely. They're like your unsung heroes. Those players like Matic. Obviously, he's come up with vital goals, like his goal at Palace, and vital moments. But most of the work he does is unselfish. It's to enable the forward players to go and, you know, get their headlines. So people like him, you know, your defenders often don't get the credit that they deserve. So the unsung heroes are the ones sometimes that go under the radar, and they're the ones that players vote for.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Now, you may have seen many people arriving via the red carpet behind us. A lot of the playing staff, both senior and the academy players have arrived. We've had people from the world of theatre, from film, famous players as well here at the Theatre of Dreams.
Welcome to pitch side. Let's take a look at the lineup. 4-3-3 it looks like for Manchester United. Of course, David De Gea in goal.
Expect to win. So we have to be mentally ready, physically ready.
Really glad that Pogba's playing today. It's a wonderful goal for Matic, and surely that wins it for Manchester United.
That is what we expect from Manchester United.
The question of United, can you break us down? And they answer that question emphatically. The tip, Kahinde! Oh yes! Here's a chance, it's two!
MUTV is the only place where you can see every minute of all Mourinho's press conferences. Hear directly from the man that makes all the decisions.
Everyone available, no injuries, no problem.
Also, tune in for the embargoed press conference show that night, featuring our exclusive sit-down with the boss.
But now we have to focus on important matches.
Does the haircut mean we're at the business end of the season?
The haircut is a privilege because some of you can do it.
Be in the know before anyone else. Mourinho's press conference on MUTV.
We are live at Old Trafford, the Theatre of Dreams, for the Player of the Year Awards 2018. And if you've been watching via YouTube, this is where we leave you. This is where we say goodbye, but you can follow it by clicking on the link in the description below. But we must say goodbye to our YouTube viewers and say hello to everybody watching on MUTV and to Andy Goldstein in the Manchester suite with Helen Evans, who'll be taking you through all of the action and announcing the winners of the awards, as well as we say goodbye from Sophie, goodbye from Danny.
Goodbye from me.
Take care.
Goodbye from me as